Hello? Hello?
Welcome everybody to the Mojave County Advisory Code Board meeting for January 14th, 2025. Could you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of
Of the and to the republic for which it stands, nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sorry about that. I didn't have my mic on. Can we have roll call, please?
Sure can. Chairman Richard Hamilton.
Here.
Board member Mehdi Azari.
Here.
Board member Doug McKee.
Here?
Is that a here?
That was a here. It was
Yes.
low. You can get the sound up. Board member Peter Prophet, or Vice Chairman Peter Prophet.
Here by phone?
That was a here. Board member Dan Renner. Board member Rex Ruby.
Here.
Board member Keith Walker.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, we do have a quorum.
Thank you. The first item of business is the approval of the minutes from 10/29/24. We have them in front of us. Has everybody had a chance to look at them, go over them, or have any questions if needed?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded that we accept the minutes from 10/29/24. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any noes, say no. Passes. We have no old business as of yet today, so we'll move right on to new business, which is election of officers.
I will make a motion to reappoint
Absolutely.
Chairman Richard Hamilton.
I'll second that.
With the same pay.
Member Prophet, Bernier, and McKee.
Yeah.
All those in favor of
Yeah.
keeping me as chair, signify by saying aye.
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 The next would be vice chair, I would believe. Is that correct?
Same. I make a motion to do the same.
I'll second.
Board Member Prophet, do you accept this?
Yes, thank you.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? And I believe our board motion carries. Congratulations, Vice Chair Prophet. And I believe our board is
Thank you, you too. Thanks,
the
Rick.
same for 2025. Welcome. Yay. The next item of new business would be the year-end performance indicators.
Chairman Hamilton and board members, this is our first meeting of the new year. It's customary that we usually bring to you back some of the accomplishments that the building division accomplished in the last year. And I'll just start off. We had some code amendments, code provisions. One of those specifically was having the Board of Supervisors hear the unsafe structure appeals. So that was kind of taken away from this board, but also went to the Board of Supervisors. We had some contract renewals for our blight abatement contractors and also our third-party plan review services. So I believe those are a yearly renewal process, so we kept those same people. We started up electronic plan review and submittal processes, and we're also transitioning into a new permit and software program. Started that last year, and we're going into it this year. Another one that isn't written on your thing there, we used to do the state manufactured housing inspections for the state. They did not want to reestablish our intergovernment service agreement, so they're doing their own inspections. So that's one program that we have dropped from our list. We did have some staff changes. We had 2 inspectors leave our division, and we hired 2 new inspectors. We also hired one plans examiner, and we still have a current plans examiner position open. We're doing interviews, I believe, tomorrow on that position. Otherwise, we would be fully staffed for the building division. Certifications and training for the year. Our inspectors and our plans examiners received 10 additional new certificates. Everything from electrical inspector, septic inspection, and plans examining certifications. We also attended our annual training, EduCode training in Las Vegas in March. We'll be going to that again this year also. And if the board members want to learn something, that's a very good educational institute to go to. It's a full week thing, and I think last year they had over 5,000 attendees to it. So there's all kinds of code classes and management classes and stuff like that. It's a really good program. Administration-wise, we issued 965 certificates of occupancies. It is a little lower than last year's. I think this is kind of due to we have some larger projects going this year, so we had a lot more smaller projects last year. Plan review, we had a slight decrease in what we did there, not by much, 32 permits. But as you can kind of see by the numbers, we're staying pretty consistent through the last, per se, 4 years or so. We're increasing in calls for service and also plan reviews. Inspections-wise, and these are the building permits, we've basically got, according to this, we've got an 84% approval rate on first inspections, and we've been working on that to educate the contractors and the new codes and keep people abreast of that. So we got a pretty good high average on that. Total scheduled inspections, 37,000 for the year. So again, we're going up with those. And in the next category down there, total number of inspections, we did increase from 2023 by about 2,000 stops or inspections. So we're not slowing down. I think our projects are kind of changing. We're going into more smaller housing type programs, and tract housing is slowing down a little bit, but our commercial programs are starting to increase, and we're starting to get a lot of those in. We have an unsafe structure program. We had some revisions of the ordinance on that. Again, part of the appeals process would go over to the Board of Supervisors. We had 87 cases were closed in 2024. The county abated 12 cases, or 18% of what we got for the year, and that was a cost to us for $96,000. We have currently 98 active cases right now. Wanted to bring out that we did, by working with the people of the unsafe structure properties, working with them to try to get them to self-abate the program, so we wouldn't have to spend county money. We were very successful with that. We got 68% of owner compliance rates and an estimated cost savings to the county of approximately $205,000. So that program's working real well. We have a building red tag program. This is basically building without permits. And so we had 47 cases of closed cases within 24 area. We currently have some outstanding 87 active cases. One part of this program we changed, I think we brought this back to you a couple years ago, was we can't address all these cases at once. I mean, we have limited staff and resources. But what we did do was to establish a program where we would record a notice of noncompliance on the title of the property. And so it basically doesn't cloud title, but it informs somebody if they go to sell it that there's a violation on the property they need to take care of. So that program's been pretty successful because we've had a lot of people come in and not wanting to fix the problem, but now wanting to sell the property, and they can't because the title companies will cloud that title. So that's been pretty successful. The other part of the dangerous building program is when we go and abate the property, we lien the property for the costs and services that we put out. We have this. We just did 4 new liens on this. We have a total lien value of about $338,000 out there that is unpaid liens, and we have about 34 active liens on the properties. And again, as properties change and property values go up in value, they're slowly. Some of these people are coming in and paying off the lien to clear the title of the property. So that's about a year of accomplishments for the building division, and I think we had a real good year. I think this next year we're going to stay pretty active and pretty consistent with what we've been doing in the last probably 2 years. And I think we're fully staffed, and we're going forward with that. And feel free to ask any questions.
So, Mr. Smavy, to be clear, which we've been told this, we are not, as this board, to do anything on the unsafe structure program anymore. It goes directly to the Board of Supervisors now.
Chairman Hamilton, board members, yes, we amended our ordinance that the board would hear any appeals, and I believe, test me if I'm wrong, I believe the appeal still comes to this board, but they also can appeal it to the Board of Supervisors also.
Mr. Chair, I believe, if I'm correct, if I understand it correctly, this board would still hear any decisions made by the chief building official on maybe any unsafe structure or code violations or red tags. But if I'm correct, I believe it's anytime they appeal the unsafe structure, it would go directly to the board. I don't think it comes here.
If that's the case, yeah. Any other alternate methods or materials would be heard by this board.
Anybody have any questions? Comments? Board Member McKee?
No questions here.
Vice Chair Prophet, any comments?
None here. Thank you, Chairman.
Board Member Rainier, do you have any comments? The next item of business is our next meeting tentatively. It looks like we have it set for tax day. Does April 15th of 2025 work for everybody?
Mr. Chairman, that does not probably work for me. Yes.
It's gonna be dark.
I will probably be in Texas working on a sister-in-law's house at that time.
Is there another time that might work for you?
Later in the month would work. If you push that back a week, I would probably be able. 22nd or 29th. 29th, I would definitely be here.
Does April 29th, 2025 work for everybody?
Yes. No conflict with me. Yes.
Okay, the next meeting will be set for April 29th at 2 p.m. 2025.
Mr. Chairman, does that require a motion?
Comments on anything or possibly anything they might want to see on the next agenda for next meeting?
Mr. Chairman, I don't have anything for the next agenda. I just want to acknowledge the hard work of the building department. Things are going very well. As a beneficiary of it in Fort Mojave Valley area, just want to acknowledge that. Thank you so much. They're doing a great job, and things are going very smooth, very systematic, and also educational for the trades that are basically working. So I just want to acknowledge that. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
I would also echo that plan checks have been very smooth lately. You know, the comments are, you know, they're worthwhile comments, and they're, you know, if you have questions, they're easily answered by staff. So I appreciate that also. Where are we at on the automated plan check? Inspection request line? Is that getting anywhere close to being able to be functional again?
Should still be the IVR that we're currently using. And I know we continue to have issues with it, and it's not something that we want to continue with. The new software program that we're going to be using for our permitting system will have a inspection request application built into the software, so you would no longer have to call in and schedule the inspection through the automated system. You just simply go on your phone, click on your permit, schedule your inspection through that. We're very excited for that. We're looking to hopefully get that software up and running by mid year. So
Okay.
July, that's the goal. And at that time, we
That'd be great. When it was working, I'm not normally a technology guy, but that was fantastic to be able to schedule without making a call.
We're should be up and running by mid-year. That's the hope.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I have a question on some of these inspections that is not, classified. Do we still gonna have the opportunity of having the other, just in case if there is an inspection in between?
Chairman Levington. Mr. Rosen, yes, we'll definitely have some other. You know, we have categories that everything just doesn't fit into.
Does anybody have anything else? Well, as promised to Board Member Walker, it's starting off the year uneventful. And hopefully to keep it that way. At this point in time, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
I'll second.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
It's been moved and seconded that we adjourn today's 2025 Mojave County Advisory Code Board meeting. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed,
Aye.
meeting adjourned.